I actually really want to watch this.
Yeah, Raleigh for us was obviously extremely
Process
disappointing.
is always godlike, dude.
Damn.
We also have some more news about the elimination bracket. OpTic are taken out of Pro Series Week 1 by SSG. Correct.
No way.
We like came back and then that happened and I was just like, okay, we had to clean house.
So I know the good office is like literally right next to theirs, but that's actually comedy. Are we not going to talk about how? I mean, as a serious interview, I don't want to like laugh. Yeah, I am in like a shipping container. I can't believe they're shooting this at the Good Labs fucking office though. That's actually comedy. All like good merch in the back. I want this merch so bad, bro. I might have to pull up the hex quarters just so I can go to the good office.
House almost in a slight sense. We went into like theater. We talked for hours. And broke it down. It's like we just can't let this type of stuff happen.
Fate was saying like, you're not done running your story yet. Like you gotta keep going for a sec. Like just a few more years because like there's something crazy that comes along the way. You know.
There's no thinking about it, dude. If you just walk in there like you own the place, people will literally be begging to team with you again.
This is a good opener. Okay. This is a good graphic. I like that. It's some good 3D work right there.
Got a cab, I just landed in LA.
Hello, Halo fans, and welcome to the Halo Championship Series NA Regional. We are live from Anaheim, California. My goodness.
Yeah, heading to Anaheim, we were really confident. Like very confident.
Everyone on the team's mindset was still that we were one of the best teams.
This OpTic Gaming team, this is an organization that wants championships, that wants W's, they want wins. And I like hearing that they have been in the lab, prepping and working so hard, getting ready for
this. This is a weird event. Desk host will be a combination of Miles and Maven. Is what I think is what they're going to do. Which I think will bang, because they did it last year, so...
Starting to make me wonder if OpTic are in for a run or some success here in Anaheim.
No, he doesn't. He dropped him. Sorry. Yeah. He would have already blown him up there. But that, oh my goodness, Trippy, a double kill for him.
Play goalie. Can he do it though?
Oh, come on. No way. OpTic Gaming pull off the sweep onto G2, and they're going to be going to winner's bracket round 2 in tomorrow's bracket.
We just won our pool by not losing a game. That was a tough one though. They're a good team, so we knew we had to dig down deep for it. But yeah, man, hopefully tomorrow we come out.
No, Harry, I don't think so, because she's doing Halo.
Tough matchup.
There's a lot of, I think, calendar overlap potentially.
Our A game.
Trippy's gonna grab that flag and get the kills. He's doing it all, and he's gonna
I'll
slide
say
this
this.
one in.
You guys want to hear my fire take? This is gonna make you guys so pissed. You know who I think should host? You know who I think would be a perfect host? I think that if you had Nameless host a desk, long term, I think that would be a good fit as a host. Because Ant, what it would do is, one is I think Ant can do the transitions well. He could, they say sell the soap, right, for the sponsors and partners and all that other shit. And I think the thing for Ant too is, I think Ant's got good takes, and he could choose then when to give his takes, because he gets the last word as the host. I personally think that would be good. You can hit me with the lens. I don't give a shit. I actually think that would be fire.
In 3, 2, 1, and that is gonna.
You can't really have Miles and Maven. They would have to move to Columbus and all that other shit, but like, that's what I think they should do.
Do it, GG's.
I think just composure and staying calm. I think it's all in our comms, and we're just communicating perfectly.
OpTic versus Sentinels. What a way to close out day number 2.
First tournament back with Royal 2 with Sentinels. Being the dynasty that they are, you can't count them out.
I think we're seeing a very different OpTic Gaming, a great set of matches in pool play. Since then, they've also kept the
Yeah, but the
foot
problem
down
is
on
Miles
the
and
gas
Maven
pedal.
don't live in. They're also casting too. You know what I mean?
Will look to close the door, and there it is.
That game 5 for us, I think it really was a testament to the practice we've been putting in, that the pressure wasn't getting to us.
I think I'm going to make a guess.
And that goes Saturday.
This couldn't fucking figure out Cloud9, man.
United trucking along. Oh, the entry break. It's here. The double.
This is good music choice, bro. The production, dude. I'm telling y'all, like, the difference in quality between the process video and like everything else is like, yeah, Jerry be on the desk. I don't think Valley's coming back, guys. I think that ship is kind of sailed, brother. He resigned from the desk. It's done. I don't think he's coming back. Doug would be interesting on the desk. Doug would be interesting. Tommy on the desk. Tommy would go rogue on the desk. MC host, fuck no. MC on the desk, no. Nah. I love MC, but nah. Pat would be good on the desk, but Pat's got a full-time gig. I would love for Shifter to be a good caster fit if they ever had a spot. I think Alan definitely deserved a shot at some point. Damon would be a good analyst, but he'd have to move. Soap on the desk. All right. All right. I don't know about that. Listen, I'd be down. Listen, I would be fucking down. I'd be so good on the CDL desk, guys. And I don't think you understand. I'd have good cam with Ant. I'd have good cam with Allie. You guys always say lameless takes. I'd call him out on all his shitty takes on the show. It'd be fucking vibes, man. I'd have the fire, bro.
Those games and those series felt so winnable. It was so small, but still so.
Wait, hold on. Bro, this venue, so those are what they call cold sparks. It's not like real sparkulars. It's like a box that generates like essentially cold sparks. It's just so funny because you hear them because there's nobody in the building.
Those games and those series felt so winnable. It was so small, but still so frustrating.
Honestly,
you hear them
like
crackling. It's actually wild.
So close. I thought we could have won all of them.
Because at the end of the day, even when we placed top 6 again, it wasn't like, oh, the 3 or 4 other teams in front of us in those placements are actually better than us. I did not believe that.
Coming back from Raleigh, getting top.
What are my thoughts to the Renegade trade to Faze? I think it was a really good move on their part. I think they got a little bit more skill on their team. I think they had decent teamwork before. I think this gets them better. It gets them more competitive. The problem with Halo is there is such a huge break right now until the next event. So it's going to be like a huge unknown with all these teams and how they're going to play. No, there wasn't a crowd at Anaheim. This is, remember, there was COVID. There's a bunch of shit going on.
Top 6, you know, it's kind of like a, you know, all right, man, like we got to really give it our all this time. Like there's no way this can happen again.
It's still going to be disappointing and frustrating anytime you don't win the event with the expectations that OpTic has and the guys on the team have.
Then Anaheim comes, we still get second. It still just hurts at the end of the day. We're not winning.
Like in the beginning of the game, like we were pretty like neck and neck, you know, like it was first and second, us and them. But then at Anaheim, it was like they were kind of like pulling away, and it felt like they were just getting.
Masked Viking, if you want to, a bunch of guys playing Smash outside. Honestly, the team I want to see win champs is Faze, so we can stop this stupid ass conversation about are they a dynasty team or not. The answer would be solved, and we can move on to other shit in our lives. That would be like, that's my personal answer. But I like the storylines for all the other teams. OpTic would be a really good journey, first to end for them to win. I'm too close. Sorry. I think for Thieves going back to GAC would cement the journey of their team and being a real contender in a squad. I think it would be an insane story if Toronto won this event for a number of factors. Seattle winning 2 events this year. Lamar getting a ring would be really good for his career. And those guys coming in and being rookies and winning a chip first year. For London, I mean, talk about a Cinderella story if London won fucking champs. Trey Zero finally getting a fucking ring. That would be fucking crazy. And the young guys. In Boston, I think for Tej and Zin, who've been battling for so long, there's a lot of good storylines for each team. I disagree with that, Bankster, because, guys, before this event starts, Simp and Abizi have been in the last three champs finals, and they won 2 of them. So to say that this core of this team is a one-game wonder, when they have 2 rings, a lot of event wins, a lot of event finals to show over the course of the last 4 years, across a couple of different orgs, is like kind of fugazi. Respectfully, if you don't agree with that take. But if they win this one and they go back to back, the first team ever to go back to back, you can't sit there and now say, oh, this team doesn't stack up with COL or OpTic because they did something that either of those teams didn't fucking do. That's all I'm saying. I think they're already up there in the top teams of all time. Then if you don't agree with that, I mean, I think you're faded, but fine. If they win this, 0 people are allowed to disagree with that take. You have to literally have your head under a fucking rock. If they win this event, it is done and dusted. We should never have the conversation again. Who is more impactful for them winning? Simp is consistently good. I think Abizi's the X factor, if that makes sense. Simp is consistent, like 1-0-1-1 this year, making plays. But Abizi playing and having his best event will make their team unstoppable. That's my read.
Getting better, and we were kind of at a standstill.
So, afterwards, just kind of came down to it that, like, there was many things that we still work on as a collective, but we
it's a great
still
building.
Felt like we very well needed.
Always enjoyed staying at the Hilton.
So at that point, you have to start.
Although low-key, the Marriott is nicer. Okay, if you go to Anaheim, the Marriott is nicer than the Hilton.
The only thing that matters is getting those major.
Yeah, I saw that Tim Tatman's doing a watch party tomorrow.
That was, I think, the driving force and making that change.
Just from playing him one time in Raleigh, you could tell like he has it.
And I was like, damn, like he's honestly just shitting on all these pros.
He reached out to every one of us.
So when you get a team with me?
Hey, I'm trying to like team.
It's time.
Yo, wait, hold on, no way. He did it again. The guy is a Houdini.
Quite remarkable already for what's been able to do this.
We just think our whole dynamic as a team is going to be completely different.
Yeah, he was like the best free agent by far.
He's been one of the most successful FPS players of all time.
Damn, like teaming with Matt, like FPS god. Everyone knows who Formal is.
We were all just pretty young kids, but now he's like a mature veteran player. You listen to what he has to say, so I think that's like a great quality in a person to have. He's an incredible teammate.
I'm very excited to have Matt on the team.
I'm excited, bro. I want to bring Hector a championship. I'm not stopping until I get him one. Let's get into it, boys. First scrim. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think it was kind of a match made in heaven.
I have to wonder, definitely something I'm going to go back and watch.
Oh my god! Formal. We didn't even go over anything. We just kind of played and saw that how we were going to play naturally, and we were just frying.
We were owning, like, really bad.
Trippy has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. That's a big kill. If he can get a double here, it'd be absolutely massive. Which
They pretty much found success immediately.
Really was a great lesson, and it was just a great tournament. Everyone was really showing out. We had like pretty much damn near perfect teamwork.
They won, bro. They won in Modern Warfare 2. What are you talking about? They dominated Cold War and they won an MW. They just haven't won this year. But if they win champs this year, like I don't. That's all I'm saying, man. That's just my thought. And by the way, regardless of this year, they're continuing to be good next year and the year after, in the year after. So that's why I just think, like, you know, you guys love my fucking phrase trajectory. Then it's just the fucking Simpa BZR Cities era. We could ask, you know what I mean? Like pick how you want to fucking frame it. No, it doesn't need to be the same for our players. I feel like that fucking box is ridiculous. But again, the conversation for another day, guys. Is derailing us.
There goes OpTic with a response of their own. That's a double for Lucid, a triple too.
Fucking job, guys. Keep it up. Fucking job. 1-1.
The Faze invitational for.
And their perfect teamwork.
There goes OpTic with a response of their own. That's a double for Lucid, a triple too.
Fucking.
Is that just Bruce's Is that Bruce's fucking? Is that just Bruce just walking behind?
Job, guys. Keep it up. Fucking job. 1-1.
The Faze invitational for me was kind of like Matt's statement, like he's back.
Trippy with some massive kills. Now has the flag across the map.
Let's fucking go, baby.
I remember there was a live fire oddball in the closing game, and Matt had some huge game. I don't remember what his stats were, but absolutely running through the finals.
One shot. I got two. One shot.
OpTic Gaming right there, breathing on the opportunity to win this whole thing.
Oh my god! Give me that shit! Give me that shit! Holy fuck! I was pissing on those guys.
I felt like that moment right there was like, that's the peak, that's the goal. Now we gotta like bottle that up.
Yeah, he did. Matt was absolutely frying in that tournament.
Possible.
Oh my god. Dude, that was some godlike Halo. I'm not gonna cap.
Bro, I was like, Tom and I were watch partying in like November, and I'm like, dude. Matt is like, you watch Matt play, and it's no disrespect to the Halo players because they're good, but Matt is like, Matt's that guy, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he's teaming with gods now, like their whole team is good, don't get me wrong. But Matt's diffy, dude.
But doing what he did last map, all the pros know, like, all right, like Formal's here to stay. Like, he's really, really good at this game.
Oh my goodness.
Who was saying he wasn't good at this game?
And he's a god tier streamer.
When he was like screaming on pickup teams, he was frying fucking other pros.
Jumping up and down, you can't be happier. Like, it felt very good. It felt
yeah,
very good.
that's
team effort.
It's really been Matt's thing, right? A lot of the tail end of his COD career, like the passion for getting on every day. I think if you talk to ex teammates, and I'm sure if I talk to him, he probably agree. Like, it's just the motivation wasn't there. When he's passionate, he's dialed in. He's a good teammate. Like he's one of the best players in the world. He struggled with that at times, I think, on the tail end of his COD career. But now that he's in Halo and he loves Halo, bro.
For a team effort, we were all, dude. There were some people one shot for me, like not even capping. I was tucking. Don't get me wrong, I was tucking. But I was going rogue with weapons.
Matt's hair is so long. Holy shit.
The online tournaments are the things to get good practice in before the upcoming LAN event. So that's kind of what we more saw it as.
We just got right back to it.
Hello, Kansas City, and hello, folks at home, and welcome to the Halo Championship Series, Kansas City.
I'm very, very excited for this tournament. More excited than any of the other ones previously, just because I feel like everybody's becoming more knowledgeable about the game. There's a lot more going on. Like, everybody understands the meta. It's a lot faster paced now with the Mangler GA, so I've been loving it. We've been very consistent even from the first day of Scrim, so I'm extremely excited for this tournament.
Tommy, what's the order of operations on the key door jump?
Yeah, the 10 does.
The movement is very important in this game. Certain jump spots
Yeah, he
are
would have been
important
nasty
as
on Halo
well.
5.
I think most of the gameplay doesn't really revolve around it that much, but I do think there's plenty of outplay potential.
I don't think it was online Call of Duty. I think it was. It's not the matches. It's the practice too. It's like all of it.
Are you able to die while getting shot?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you want to be facing
But
the
he's
white
much
wall.
I think just Halo just.
The entire time.
And that team environment, just
Like
that
that
game, I
direction
think is the
and
better
jump
fit
and
for what
face
you
that.
want. Like, again, you guys do what you do. What makes you happy, man. That's the most important thing. Do what makes you happy.
By this weekend, you're going to see me hit it. It's going to be a heat of the moment situation. I'm going to have to get away like super fast. Tommy's going to be yelling and listening. Brad, hit the jump, hit the jump. And he's going to see me hit it, and I'm so happy.
That was a cool transition.
Yeah, so going into Kansas City, I don't know that we could have been any better prepared. I think we lost one online scrim going into that. We were super practiced and very confident.
APG looking like Lewis Hamilton. I kind of see it. No, we haven't watched either of those two videos yet. The Boston Challenge video, I think, doesn't go up until 9 Eastern, right? So we're going to watch Process after this.
Fnatic is also a great team. That'll be a good warm-up series for us.
All the processes are good. They're all good, guys.
Tournament environment.
Lucy going for a tricky jump here. He'll try it twice. He's gotten so consistent at it.
Young man is 13 and 8. He is having one hell of a game. Number 2, the heat wave, bringing in the heat.
Yeah, MC is comedy.
A 5-0 at OpTic Gaming, and they're looking just about as strong as I think you'd expect.
The one talking point I think everyone thinks of when you're looking at this green team, formal.
Some big formal fans in the room, and you can't blame them. This guy has brought really an immeasurable amount
Wait.
to this OpTic.
Wait a second.
I think everyone thinks of when you're looking at this green team, formal.
Some big formal fans in the room.
Wait a second.
Of when you're looking at this green team.
Wait a second. I gotta catch all that.
Some big formal fans in the room.
Question for Halo fans. I actually don't know this. So the coaches obviously are counting power-ups. They're allowed to just have a timer on their phone? To just figure out power-ups? Like they're allowed to just fucking have a timer on their phone? That's the app that he's got on his phone right there. It's the timer phone. Okay, they're allowed. Cool.
Room, and you can't blame him. This guy has brought really an immeasurable amount to this OpTic team.
The dude from top to bottom, he's a champion in mindset, the way he just approaches the game.
I know they count, but I didn't know we were allowed to use like an external device to count. You know what I mean? Like you just fucking have a phone.
Fucking
I feel like
money. Yo, Lucy's be on some fucking weird
yeah, the game does tell you when you get close, but I wonder if they do it to give like more advanced warning. Yes, I would definitely do the desk if I was offered a spot, 100%.
Scorpion shit gets the flag and he's like, dude.
Shout out Lion video in the back.
But FaZe was like the hard team.
Kansas City venue is so big you park a TV
they
truck
were
in the back.
undefeated. We were undefeated going into that match on Friday night. So we knew like that was kind of like let's like set the tone for this tournament.
You talk about his return to Halo, you talk about the greatness that he's brought, but look at the level of consistency that this OpTic Gaming team has been playing with since the addition of Formal has had. And I can't wait to have Formal back on the main stage in that green wall uniform. And if we know anything about this kid, he's very capable of putting on a show for us here tonight.
Here we go, make some noise. Game number 1, OpTic Gaming taking on Faze Clan, starting things off with Formal on your screen. On the board, no points going down right now for Formal, taking down Falcon.
Having a player of Formal's caliber still be willing to compete in a different sport that just offers up its own little storyline that you want to follow, right? He wins a championship in Halo.
Ethnicity, I am
one of the most
Jewish?
successful careers in
I
Call
guess.
of Duty competitive ever
that
as a player,
is that an answer?
and then he retires, and then he picks up the controller again for Halo. I think it's
So CDL map breakdown. So we talked about this a bit before I left. We're gonna try and see the issue that we run into is like there's just so much to cover in between series. And you could do it, but then it's then going to come expensive sort of setting up the next series and extending the break. So that was, I think, why they haven't done it so far this year. That was sort of the thought process. I would say it's doable. It's just tricky, and it requires. No, isn't Jewish an ethnicity? No bullshit. I'm not faded for that. Yeah, thank you, Miles. Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
It's a really interesting, journey that he's going on, and I'm here for it, front row and center.
Slow down a little bit when we're on spawn. You just got to slow the pace a little bit.
These two pushing each other to the limit so far here in game 1 of this series. And already,
nice, Brad. One down.
You know how successful.
Yeah, watching him reset his timer right there. Oh, good sign.
Boobadubu has no idea. It's a killing spree in the first minute of round 3 for Triptych.
Ball is very weak. Nice job. We have our pick. They're going to have to death for this. Nice job, man. 2 dead. 3. Last guy where? Nice, guys. Let's go. Good push. Shit, Joey. Yeah, that was perfect.
Talk about setting the tone, setting the pace in the game, and OpTic Gaming does that best.
One more kill, and OpTic Gaming will advance 2-0. APG just shooting some Hail Marys, and there it is, APG.
I've seen him compete for 5 years in a row under OpTic, longer. So for me, it was just business as usual for that man.
But looks like C will be converted over, so a double count right now for Trippy as we see him upside down there in that camera. Everything is
All right, that's a lead production right there. I don't even work on the Halo program. That's a lead production.
A-flat, guys. A-flat.
Coaches in COD? There are coaches in COD.
Nice, guys. Let's go. Shit, good clutch. Shit, man.
You are back home. You're back in green with the green wall. What does it mean to be back with this organization and being a part of these fans?
I mean, it just feels weird if I'm not playing for OpTic.
Yeah.
So it's now we're back, and hopefully we can win this.
And give it up for OpTic, everybody.
We just got here, about to warm up. We're playing.
No. So my problem with best of 7 events is they take fucking forever. So no, I think best of 5 is a perfect format because it's an hour and a half of COD. There's nothing wrong with it. The best of 7s is not going to improve the quality of the product, I don't think.
Complexity on our last match.
If anything, it's gonna make events.
And then
if anything, the only problem with best of 7s, guys, is you would have longer events. The broadcast would be longer. It would cost more money for not more viewership and like better entertainment. What do you think he talks like Austin?
For this, we're going to bracket play. So just one more match. We just got here, about to warm up. We're playing Complexity on our last match of our pool play. And then right after this, we're going to bracket play. So just one more match to go. And yeah, we're starting on Saturday today. So let's see what we can do. Let's do it. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking do this. Isn't that right, Brad?
Sure.
OpTic and Complexity about to face off the kickoff arc Saturday of the tournament.
Notice the rotation that OpTic made going all the way toward the gold side. I said it. We start to see the slaves. They were going to loosen, ends up setting off a remote detonation. And now we're just seeing things start to snowball. Everything working for OpTic, even the shock rifle. A 250 to 4 win going for OpTic.
Look at him. Look at him, teabag monster. Dude, Formal does not teabag either, but he'll teabag a monster.
Dominance out of OpTic Gaming is undeniable.
Guys, why do you want best of 7s? Explain to me why we need best of 7s. What do we get? What do we get out of best of 7s?
Like that was like the
in
warming
Vanguard
up stage for it, like for us.
King Marquez with the 1,000 bits with the win. Appreciate it, King.
12 map count can't get much better than that.
It's got a wing in the chat.
Wonder, are they going to do good on land?
Yeah, we'll watch NYSL next.
Blah, blah. We were doing just as good on land.
Going into bracket play, I think everything was kind of as we expected.
Welcome back to Kansas City, everybody, and it's time to get
more maps doesn't mean that it's more competitive.
on our main stage.
Playing Ascend,
might not agree with that take, but that's what I think.
A message from Snipe Drone saying, like, yo, like all the boys are in the US right now. Would you guys be able to scrim? And we ended up scrimming them, and this was the first team ever where they took like 3 maps off of us the first 3 games. And we're like, damn, like these guys are really, really good. This Ascend's probably the best European team I've ever seen in Halo probably so far, and we knew they were gonna be good.
I don't always pick Faze. I didn't even pick Faze to win jams. Watch my videos that I put out. I didn't pick Faze. Why last stream I didn't pick Faze.
Chance in the crowd. That'll be too
I don't even think I picked Faze to win on Breaking Point and Major 4.
Well. This man is a natural born winner. That's all he knows how to do. It doesn't matter the FPS title.
I know because, listen, hold on. I know I didn't pick Faze because on Saturday, I don't know if y'all remember my stream, bro. On Saturday, I'm streaming. We're doing the watch party, and I get a FaceTime from MC. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to pick up. And it's MC sitting in the parking lot in New York, frowny face, because he got on Twitter after they won. He saw I didn't pick them to win this series. I saw them to pick them to get eliminated from the tournament. Nah, Joel, you're faded for that.
Halo, just about 10 years ago in professional Halo, and now everyone just knows him as a man who really doesn't lose.
Last guy there, BR. Weak. Nice,
What's
Joey.
this music? We're
all weak. We are all weak.
Still causing problems for everybody who he comes up against. Another killing spree here for Formal Snipe Drain. It's going to be challenging, so is Shady. Shady's going to...
Nice shot, Matt. Two dead. That's two dead.
Do not challenge Formal.
He also gets loud there. You saw him exchanging some words across the stage. He's fired up. He's ready to go here. Unbelievable flank there from Snipe Drone on the nest. And Lucid put all his bets on that no-scope shot.
Formal gets the kill. It's 49-49. Next kill wins.
It was Life Fire Slayer. We made the call to go out Pillator, 3 of us, and like go back pillars, back tower, and just try to melt a guy.
Joel,
And
don't say that to him. He'd be so tough. He would roast the shit.
We ended up melting a guy as he's running away.
Legend might be in trouble. Legend might be in trouble. He scarpers away, but there's Snipe Drone.
And some guy runs off back.
So fun fact, designer, I pitched Hector. So I started OpTic Intel back in AW. I pitched Hector in the summer of AW. I was like, yo, Hector, I'm doing a good job running OpTic Intel. The OpTic account like never fucking tweeted. Didn't tweet like game updates, like none of this shit. I was like, bro, pay me $1,000 a month. I said $1,000, y'all. I was fucking faded. $1,000 a month. Because I want to fucking, like do it full time, whatever. That clearly wasn't enough for full time, whatever. And Hector turned me down. So, yeah, there's a world where I could have been OpTic Ben. But they got a good social team now. They got fucking the GOAT Justin Pistachio. Guys, K-pop fucking stan. They got my boy Joey, OpTic Joey. I'm big OpTic Joey supporter, bro. Listen, Kumo, I wanted to quit my job. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go all in on just managing the OpTic account. It would have been good shit, man. But they got Joey running it now. And Justin, their whole fucking social team's good. Now the Joey on the screen.
Back tower.
It was a Joey you saw getting the van on that tweet.
Wait, who won? Like, and some guy runs off back tower and like assassinates me. Wait, who won?
What?
Ray. Okay. So we played a 2v2 today, and Ray was my partner. And Ray definitely won more holes for our team, but I did for a stretch get our holes, especially on some of the par 5s. Because I was consistent Mr. Par on some of the par 5s. And he was playing a little more aggressive. But Ray is 100. Ray would beat me if we played straight up, no handicap. He'd probably beat me by like 8 to 10 strokes. He's Ray is unbelievable. Ray is so good off the tee. First off, I hit my tee like a good tee shot for me is like 265, 270, but he's like 290 off the fucking tee. I'm like, and his wedges are good. His decision making is much better than mine. Ray is very good. Ray is a scratch. So Ray is probably, as far as people that I've ever golfed with, Ray is the best golfer I've ever played with. I would say like top golfers in the COD scene are probably like Ray. Tommy's agent's very good. Wait, Z, you're coming through? Z, are you coming through the warehouse though? We gotta get you on the couch. Hundo P. Let's get a Wii in the chat, bro. Z's fucking coming through again, bro. Matt's pretty good. Spencer's good, but Spencer like me is like inconsistent off the tee. But Shibby and fucking Rambo's good. You guys, you know who's like low key good? I didn't even know this until today. Broadcast stats guy Carson apparently used to be a scratch golfer. I was mind blown. Anyway, we played Angeles National. It's just north of Glendale. Super nice course. It was a little burned out, but I'm always expecting to be burned out in LA this time of year. So.
I was like, oh my god, like this guy has some balls to do that. They think there's no way 49-49 he does that.
Z, are you staying at Tommy's? Or are you staying at a hotel downtown?
I got mad respect for them. They got easily the best European team I've seen by far.
Go.
Yes, OpTic can win champs.
it, bro. Shit.
Formal chance. I was staying at a hotel, I bet. Paul, I played last time I was in. So after Champs last year, I stayed at Chris Crowder's house for like a week, and we played the Trump National Course in California, and that was one of the hardest golf courses I've ever played in my life. Straight up, super cool views. It was crazy windy and super tight. I was losing full. I was playing the tips. That was a bad fucking idea. I had a couple of bomb holes. I played the par 5s under par, but I got smoked on so many par 4s that round. I would say actually the hardest course that I played, though, was probably Eagle's Nest in Toronto. I played Eagle's Nest with Connor, who's the manager of Toronto Ultra COD team, and me, one other person, and yeah, I've got an eagle before. I got an eagle at Golf Club at Dublin in Columbus. And I was playing with I Hold Shift. And that Eagle's Nest, if you guys live in Toronto, is an insanely hard golf course. Yes, K-Mule, it's the Trump course is super nice. No, I've not golfed in Bermuda. I've never actually been to Bermuda. And no, I've never gotten a double eagle. Eagle's Nest is insane, though. That was actually one of the nicest courses I've ever played. It was just fun. I lost full. That's all I'll say.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's the ritual, I'd say. Literally, we either...
I just played for Paul also. I just played every course at Kiwa Island except the Ocean course because I'm not going to pay $800 for a round. And that was vibes. The Kiwa courses are super nice.
Win or lose, we're always just going outside, huddling like a football unit, and just talking about the matches, each game, any sick plays.
Yeah, Paul, I couldn't go to the Memorial this year because I was at a Call of Duty event. It was very tragic. Otherwise, I would have gone. But I'm talking about not... the course I played is not that one. That's Muirfield Village. I played the course that's next to it.
Like, the judgment needs to be made more off of, like, receptive.
Flashy, we played before their scrims. So Ray had time. We worked it out with the boys on their team. We teed off at like 7 in the morning. So he had time. This guy's having a crazy day. Like, he straight up went straight from the golf course to make sure to get to his boys. So OpTic fans, don't worry. Ray was there for scrims today.
Call-outs, like, we are listening, like, okay, I'm leaving this position open. So
no, I never played golf in the UK. I really want to. I know a bunch of people that play.
Is what we need.
So the next time I'm in the UK, I'm going to bring my clubs.
Like, you know your win condition. You can see how it plays out. You're like, we have to do this to win it. As soon as we all four understand, like, that's what we have to do. It's something super simple, right? It's always, because if you have the lead, that's why you have the lead, so you can win the game easily at the end, right? Yeah. It's like, we cannot scam, like, randomly, like, for no reason. Like, we need to make sure that we all understand the win condition, because as soon as we, like, get that feeling, I swear I've had it in so many tournaments. You know what you have to do to win, and you realize how easy it is. Like, wow, okay, yeah, they couldn't do anything. What the fuck?
That's basically what Sam said.
I was.
That's literally that is almost like not word for word for what Sam said, but like essentially the same point. Yeah, no, Tommy is regaining today. Tommy's been on a crazy stream bender. He wants to make sure he has enough energy for the next couple of days. Yes, Paul, dude. I spec'd Dell match play once in Austin, and that was crazy. I followed Tiger and Rory. That was awesome. No, I've never played Muirfield Village. I would love to. If you have a plug, please let me know. That is a bucket list course. I would love to play Muirfield. Though since I have more free time now, I will pay any sum of money to go play Muirfield.
People, I feel like.
And I'll take Nameless with me, and then he'll get smoked, and it'll be hilarious.
I was playing really good, and I think the team felt like we were all playing extremely good. Like, I think there were still small gaps in our gameplay where we had to fix, but other than that, I think we were all just very confident. I mean, losing one game going into Sunday is a very big accomplishment.
Waiting on breakfast, watching the OG guys in Apex try to get this championship Sunday dub going, and obviously the same for us.
Hector always playing for the camera. This guy's an entertainer, man. I want to do golf vlogs. I need to figure out the equipment I need to do it. Like I need to get a camera and all that shit.
They actually are like really
Whoever's back there is like a professional grill master.
Like I need to raise.
Paul, I'm at Fantasy Golf League this year too, but I got smoked this year.
The outside of everything.
This is not a good year of my fantasy golf. I picked a lot of winners. All my other picks.
Roger,
we picked two a tournament and
conversations is
everything.
what you need to leave in there.
I used to
okay?
get a lot of cash
Fucking
this year.
documentarist, okay? Like stop playing around. Put the funny in there. It's not all. Yeah, well, you know, we performed and like God, do I need to teach still?
You do.
Roger's sitting outside right now, like freezing his ass off. He can't go
He's in
inside.
Sweden, losing.
With his camera, he's like not recording anything. He's like, damn, Roger, why is it so shaky? He's like, all fucking freeze.
Day 3, he's recording himself.
It might be cheesy for me to say this, but those are some of my best like moments that I always remember when my players get on stage and the green wall just reacts a certain way to them. It is one of my life's honor to be able to wave to them.
Right next to him?
Remember, it is one of my life's
Hash
honor to be able to.
Here's your guys' duo right there.
That my players receive.
Yeah, Paul, that's what I do. I'm in a one and done pool. It's pretty fun. You know, actually, fun fact. It was a one and done pool that I joined with OpTic. You guys probably didn't know him. He was involved like during the Huntsman days, but OpTic Joe got me in the pool. It's like his friends. And there's like 35 people in the pool. It's actually pretty deep. Joel, that's a shitty... Joel, you're going to need to explain that because somehow I don't think that's fucking real.
In the tournament, and every single player is standing out at the moment, but I've got to give a big shout out to APG. He has stepped up to the plate.
You're faded for that, Joel.
I've been to a lot of tournaments. I've won a lot of tournaments. It felt like a win, to be honest. That whole day felt like a win. Because we played United, who was going to be like our first challenge of that day.
Ray going to be pushing. APG looking to shut it down. Picks up one. Ryan, what have you got? Not too many shields. Oh my God, look at APG. And now OpTic need to be precise. They need to be surgical.
That's pretty large these days for sure.
A bit more as well. Themselves to take the lead. And with just a few moments left, the resilience of OpTic is on display.
And we 3-0'd them. And it was like, okay, everything's going great.
We were saying how we're playing good, but there's glimpses of that perfect Halo.
Would they have to sit there and warm up next to Sentinels? Martin, from my understanding, I believe it's going to be Miles and Maven are going to be switching off hosting the desk. So we will be in good shoes. They both have hosted the desk before. They are very good at it. It will be like business as usual.
We would go up 2-1 versus Sen. We're playing great. We go up 1-0 on the oddball. It's going great.
Streets oddball, guys. Streets oddball.
The grand final awaits OpTic Gaming if they're able to get one more round.
Up until the third round oddball versus Sen, it felt like a win.
The B-roll is good here. Wow, he got really unlucky. And he shot the fucking stairs. That sucks.
Streets oddball.
Streets oddball.
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, you're gonna say me with the oddball.
Yeah, the Sentinels series at Kansas City was definitely one of the toughest series that I've coached. It felt like we had kind of that series in our hands more than once.
Two there, there's already two there.
I remember Matt saying it. We literally just needed like one set of kills, like one wave of kills. And
OpTic might be choosing to play the clock now. 20 seconds remaining, a 5-point advantage, and they just want to stop Sentinels from pushing.
they had to push. There was like 20, 15 seconds left. They just chuck a couple pre-nades because it's just a typical spot to be in. I ended up dying. And then slowly, we just all ended up dying. and then they end up grabbing it like with like 2-3 seconds left to get the time, and then you know.
The good office is legit right next to their office. The headquarters.
He's got CCTV all around it. If you want it, you're gonna have to come and get it. They have to come and get it. Lucid has gone down, but Frosty has it in his hands. They only require 1 more second. He's got it. He's got it.
That, like, again, those rogue factors just came out right at the last moment, especially in that oddball that we felt like we should have won.
So yeah, that's one of the toughest part of the tournament is taking a tough loss in a game during a series and then rebounding the next.
And then going into game 5, you know, we were telling ourselves like, yeah, don't worry about it, we're all good. Like, and everyone was still locked in. We were still good.
So it didn't start off too bad either. So we were still in it. We were still focused.
Yeah, I'm going to champs.
Like,
I haven't decided which day I'm going to go yet.
And this is how I should have known.
I might go on Saturday, low key.
Like cringe shit set up for me.
Like in the middle of the day on Saturday.
And this has never happened to me before. This has never happened since. I pick up the camo and I pop it, and nothing happens for like 5 seconds. In the bottom right of my screen, the camo's grayed out, and I'm like, what the hell? And then it randomly just like pops, and I have camo again, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So then, and at that point, I should have known like something bad's about to happen.
All he needed was a little bit of a sight line onto Frosty, and then they exploded into movement.
I go up to go sword this guy, and he's standing on bat ledge with a shotgun. I'm like, this guy's a dumb fuck.
He had camo sword. We're up 7-3. He has camo sword, people. As I'm pushing in, I see Matt jump up, and as he's mid-lunge,
Formal gets the sword now.
Royal 2 just hit one of the dumbest, craziest, insane, whatever you want to call it, like no-scopes I've ever seen.
It's a 1-kill game.
And I at that moment, I was like, damn, really unlucky. I don't know why he would even try that, but he hit the shot, so I just tip it, I guess. And then
yeah, I'm excited for the Premier League coming back
and
too.
And then I had about 4 kills in a row where I should have gotten like a trade. And then by that point, I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, it just felt like there was just nothing I could do that game, like that was gonna go my way. It was just one of those games that was just like so annoying to play. And I was just so mad at the end of the series. I was like, dude, we should have just won the game 4. Should have been great vibes. Instead, I lose this game 5. It looks like I broke game 5. It was like 0-10 or something. And I'm just like, dude, what the hell? Like, this is so annoying.
When they get momentum, they just keep on going. And it's hard to stop it, especially in this game.
For us to lose game 5 like that, like it stung. Like it really, really hurt.
We were just like, oh, we should be sitting in winners finals right now. That was like the
Power,
mindset.
I'm just watching
even
the
after we
content as
lost.
it comes out,
We
brother.
should
Like
be
I
in
don't.
finals right now.
These treat me at the
Like,
Faze
we were this
warehouse,
close.
you
We
know.
were literally 1 set of kills away from just being in
Appreciate
the pro
Faze giving me a
lounge,
spot
happy
to
as fuck,
stream.
just
I
waiting
could have
for
done it
the
from my
finals,
hotel room,
and
and
just,
they're like,
like,
"Nah, we
vibing.
gotta set up, come through." I was like, "I bet."
Right now.
That's not the mindset you want to be in.
That's
I could've
on me
done
a
it from
little
my
bit. I
laptop
gotta
in my
try and
hotel
make sure
room.
that I'm keeping the guys in a better mindset, I guess, going into game 5.
Didn't really get to recover because we had to get awards on stage for whatever reason. And then we just kind of got thrown into that match, and it was just a 3-0 because it didn't feel like we put our best foot forward in that series.
It was just like things weighing on our minds, like that. I think I could tell, and we could all tell.
Like going in the C9 series, we were just like out of it. I'd say as a whole, because we just didn't expect to be there. But like I said, I don't think that's a sentence that should ever.
Nah, Faze not kicking me out, bro.
Like being checked in the.
They don't care. They just wanted to give me a spot to stream.
It sucks that we went out that way, but you live and learn, right? So.
Yeah, and I think we learned a lot from Kansas City, and it's better to.
Listen, Vex, and I know Joel's in here too. Listen. Who is placed above who the last couple of years? That's all I'm saying. Yes, I know on the other side of that it was a flip, but the last couple of years, it's gone one way.
Like I said earlier, harp on or look at the positives and take away some positives rather than harp on the negatives, because those small mistakes, yes, they cost you tournaments, but you have to, like, those small mistakes, you have to fix them.
It's like part of competing is like the highs and lows you'll experience within like hours of time. Like 1 hour we just beat a United 3-0, and then we're up 2-1 against Sen, and then all of a sudden it's just like that. 5 games in a row, boom, out. It's like, it sucks. It really does.
Yeah, anytime your expectations are that high, anything less than first is going to be frustrating and disappointing.
And then on top of that, we have to wait 5 months to even show ourselves again. So it's just like, it's been annoying for sure.
So yeah, it was certainly frustrating. Finishing third at Kansas City, it was not our expectation, and yeah, we're gonna do everything, and I will do everything in my power to make sure that we improve on that. That's for sure.
Here, brother. 2, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. Coming. Another one here, one shot bound. One shot bound.
Yeah, post Kansas City, I mean, we had a huge talk Sunday night, man. Like,
it allowed us to we had a really long talk after Kansas City. I basically did a lot of talking. Just trying to give advice to, like, the young guys. Like, these are the type of moments that, like, make winners. Like,
yeah, it was honestly, it was one of the best nights for us because we really needed that. And we needed, especially after a loss like that, because it sucks.
You know, talk about some things that we felt like we noticed. And we were just being honest. What I noticed, what they noticed about each other.
But, you know, at the end of the day, we all want to win. I can tell we all love each other. Like, we just love getting on and playing each other, like, with each other. So we all took it the right way.
I don't know. I mean, obviously it was a long one, that, but we just had a long talk, and I think that we came out of that like a better team. So can't be mad.
Two pink side.
I hate everybody that plays foul. I hate them all.
Trying to come, Tommy.
They're gonna run it down at B.
Absolute benches, guys. Yeah, hang on.
It ain't fucking over yet. This motherfucker's about to get warmed up.
I'm happy with where we are right now in the year because we're constantly showing improvements. It's an interesting thing when you like actually have 4 people who are still trying every day in scrims and still going hard and still learning and still like perfecting everything. So
that's one thing that I have enjoyed since I've joined OpTic, and this team specifically, being able to count on every since I've joined.
Like actually have where we are right now.
Fucking over.
Absolute benches, guys. Yeah, hang on.
It ain't fucking over yet. This motherfucker's about to get warmed up.
I'm happy with where we are right now in the year.
I must have missed it with him raging in the background.
Enjoyed since I've joined OpTic, and this team specifically, being able to
I watched more than 7
count
minutes,
on every
man. Chill.
single player to
Like, go
bring
back
it every
more.
single just that's
Talk like win. I can tell we all love each other. Like, we just love getting on and playing each other, like, with each other. So we all took it the right way.
I don't know. I mean, obviously it was a long one, that, but we just had a long talk, and I think that we came out of that like a better team. So can't be mad.
Two pink side.
I hate everybody that plays foul. I hate them all.
Trying to come, Tommy. He's losing so much full. He's losing so much full. Now he's streaming, I think, right? He's got his fucking shit up. He's got his fucking alerts up. He's a Hundo P stream. He's a Hundo P streaming.
Absolute benches, guys. Yeah, hang on.
It ain't fucking over yet. This motherfucker's about to get warmed up.
I'm happy with where we are right now in the year because we're constantly showing improvements. It's an interesting thing when you like actually have 4 people who are still trying every day in scrims and still going hard and still learning and still like perfecting everything. So
that's one thing that I have enjoyed since I've joined OpTic, and this team specifically, being able to count on every single player to bring it every single day that we practice.
We're playing better now than we were prior to KC. Just like how to play good Halo, how to play winning Halo. It could be from any Halo, from Halo 1 to Halo whatever. It's just how to play.
Jay, is it gonna be
Halo,
hard though?
and that's
Because
what we're doing.
when
I think
is
we're learning
when
a
is
lot, and I think
Worlds?
this is a very, very good sign going forward. So
Once we do
The new
find that
game,
stride,
like,
and we
he's not gonna have time
we
before the
feel
new game comes out
comfortable,
now.
Like playing the way that we do.
Or it's Worlds in the middle of
We're
October.
gonna be like insane.
If it's in the middle of October, it's
Turn
doable,
up
I
for
think.
this motherfucking moolah, know what I mean? Light
Oh,
work.
September, then he's
Let's go,
valid.
man.
My guess though is like he would not be able to play. What I assume is he could play, but he wouldn't be able to like. It would have to be some finesse. Jordan Pickford joined Spurs not until Lloris is like really on the downswing. Honestly, I'll tell you who I really wanted is I really wanted us. I would have loved to be signed Selena, but obviously fucking Chelsea played big bags for him. That would have been a really good goalie prospect.
Some ice cream. You gotta find it.
Yeah, Shotzi. So Shotzi is a free agent at the end of the season, but bro, he's not going anywhere, guys.
Currently waiting in finals, watching.
Shotzi is not going to another team.
Stephen Curry is the dog.
Yes, next flank is
playing
tomorrow.
next to Matt, they choose. I mean, what's there not to love? Like Matt's a vibe. Brandon's always here.
He's
It's a
watching
lot
the
of
game
water
right now.
bottles.
He's always having a good time.
Formal's got a lot. Of
Like,
spit.
Matt's
Formal's
having
got a lot of spit in that water bottle. That's a lot. That's a lot of spit in there.
Brandon's always here. He's watching the game right now. He's always having a good time.
Pissed off
LAT
that.
Halo, yeah.
I'm fucking shitting on these guys. Let's go.
Yeah, Ant's going nowhere. Actually,
fucking guy. He can't fucking guard him, bro.
now Bruce is raging at fucking NBA.
Nice bridge, weak Eco.
Yeah, actually tip a lot of Ant and Ender to wait on the re-sign because they have hella leverage now and they can make more money. But yeah, no, he's not going anywhere, guys.
Oh my fucking god. GG's, baby. That's a clean win, baby.
It's been a really good time. We're preparing really well for the next event.
Yeah, I think our team is once again in a fairly good position going into the next big events. Getting better, I think, is the main goal on everybody's mind, and hopefully getting some wins in these
It's a good
coming
video.
months.
I mean, yeah, it's